This is an abrupt change of subject, but there are a few of us here with Numbers USA, and we have a lot of concern about the illegal immigration issue.
Right.
And I was just wondering if there's any chance that the SAVE Act might get advanced through the system.
Okay, so tell me, if you don't mind, I don't know things by the acronyms and all that.
Right.
Tell me what the bill does.
Well, what it does is it requires employers to use E-Verify.
I do think there's a chance. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I voted against one of the most recent appropriations bill is when we passed it out of the Senate, the E-Verify was in permanently.
Right.
And when it came back from conference, it was taken out to where it was only funded for 3 years. I voted against the legislation because of that and because of a couple of other things. But
Is there a Senate version of the SAVE Act?
you know, again, I know what's before us and we know it in detail. I don't know exactly if the SAVE Act puts in place permanently E-Verify.
Well, it does that,
absolutely.
and it strengthens enforcement, you know, of the border situation.
Well, Jeff Sessions from Alabama, who's on the Judiciary Committee, has championed E-Verify ever since I've been there. I have voted for E-Verify every time it's come before us. And, you know, if you want to talk about an immigration policy, it seems to me that we talk about any change to immigration policy after we have the ability to enforce whatever policies we have. And today, we do not have the ability in this country to even enforce the policies that we have on the books. And one of the reasons is we've had this resistance to E-Verify, which is a very simple thing to carry out. It actually helps employers, okay?
Right.
We haven't done the thing. We have no idea in this country when someone overstays a visa. We have no way of knowing. So people come into our country, they'll get a 45-day visa to come here and visit. We have no idea whether they've left the country. So it seems to me that all of these kind of things, E-Verify, others, all of those things need to be strengthened tremendously, or to even talk about immigration policy is a joke, because if you can't enforce a policy, there's no reason.
Well, the hang-up seems to be in requiring E-Verify for current employees as well as new hires. I think the way it is right now, it only applies to new hires.
And it should apply.
It should apply to everyone.
That's exactly right.
Because our people who are trying to do business the right way, they're at a competitive disadvantage if they, you know, do it right and they hire American citizens, whereas the people who hire non-American citizens, they get the cheap labor and they do a lot better, and it's just not right. You know?
I know of a guy in this state that operates all around this country, cleaning meat packing facilities, and he has lost numbers of contracts because he does hire only U.S. citizens and competes constantly against people who don't, and yet that policy is not enforced. So I couldn't agree more.
Right.